Hello and welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we're going to take a look at the latest feature highlights videos about zoning and signature buildings.
But don't for a second imagine a smooth zoning. Zoning lets you decide where people live and work. You create these residential, commercial, and industrial zones with zoning tools. They work in a couple of different ways. Click and drag over cells on the map to zone large...
So pretty much we get all of the same tools as we used to have in the previous game, nothing new here, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
Rectangular area. The map's theme dictates if your city's buildings will have a North American or European architectural...
Okay, speaking of the European theme again, can we actually get someone to build a European themed city for the highlights video? Like this guy? Or this guy?
Style. You can now use zoning tools to mix it up. Go on, sprinkle a little North American flair into your European city.
Nope.
Or vice versa. Okay, you know how zoning tools work, but what can you zone? Well, let's start with residential zones. The places and spaces where citizens relax with friends, raise families, and rest their heads night after night. There are now 6 residential zone types. 2 will be familiar: low-density housing, detached houses for single families, and high-density housing, tall towers packed with residents. New zoning types include medium-density row housing.
Now that is something very nice, something that we really needed in the previous game, medium density. So that's for those of you who really want to have a big city without the crazy skyscrapers or a mix of skyscrapers and detached houses. That is a very nice addition.
And medium-density apartment buildings. There's low-rent housing now too. Huge apartment buildings with tiny apartments.
So pretty much commie blocks. All right, I'll take that.
Finally, there's mixed housing. Here, residents live in apartments above ground floor shops.
Finally is the right word. It's something that we've been waiting for a while. That's something that's been missing from the original game, and the only way to have it was to build it with mods and move it to sort of attach a residential building on top of a commercial one. That is a very nice addition. That is something that everybody's been waiting for. A very, very nice thing to have.
Mixed housing adds next-level realism because homes and shops rub elbows like most real-world city centers. Ready to talk business?
Yeah, by the way, whoever was saying that the billboards are looking nicer, no, they're still kind of crappy. Pretty ugly.
You'll create dedicated commercial zones where companies sell the locally produced and imported goods people need and want. Your commercial zones are also where citizens and tourists eat out, catch the latest blockbuster, and dance until dawn. Here's an example. You zone residential areas that boost the population, and with it, the demand for jobs. You respond.
Now that is a very nice addition. So finally you can make your industrial zones to have a more organic shape, to look a little bit more natural. That is something that we didn't have in the previous game. So instead of rectangular shaped fields and stuff like that, you finally can shape it exactly to fit the area where you want it.
By creating an industrial zone with factories where people get to work. Now, these factories produce goods, but they won't stay in business long without somewhere to sell them. You solve that problem by expanding commercial zones. You see? Each zone helps create the momentum you need to realize the city of your dreams. And it wouldn't be the city of your dreams without signature buildings. These are unique residential, commercial, industrial, and office buildings.
So pretty much all of your unique buildings from the original game are now called signature buildings, and they're just unique buildings with the Rico mode where you can actually use the building as a residential or commercial or industrial, which is a really nice touch.
That you unlock as your city expands. They're free to build, and you can plop them anywhere. Plop. It's city skylines lingo. Go on, say it.
Nope.
Plop. What's so special about signature buildings? Well, they function like any zoned building. A home for people, a warehouse for industry, an office for workers. But they can elevate the neighborhood in unique ways.
Now, I gotta say, all these signature buildings, the models are really high quality. They do look pretty nice. That's a good thing.
Signature buildings can also bring citywide benefits. Zone and place your signature buildings carefully so each city district flourishes and plays its part in the success of the whole city.
And there's another thing that I can't help but notice. That helicopter is literally about to crash into that building, even though they said there's no way that planes and helicopters are going to be crashing into buildings. Alright.
Life's rich tapestry has never been richer than in City Skylines 2.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If there's anything I missed in this video, feel free to let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.